Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Another great day to be alive, another great day to go fishing. And today I'm especially excited to go fishing because we're going to be doing a kayak river float. And I am jacked because there is some potential to catch some really, really big smallmouth and largemouth bass up in the rivers around me. And river floats are probably one of my favorite things to do in the summer because when it gets really, really hot, the lakes start to get really, really tough. And the thing is when it gets really, really hot, the rivers start to get really, really good. And so we get to go up here and float these rivers, access fish that not everybody gets to access because boats can't go where we are going. We're literally going uphill. And what I mean by that is we're going to be going over shoals, down shoals, literally dropping in elevation as we fish down this river. And so boats can't get where we're going. And so there's just not a ton of pressure in these rivers. And loading up the old kayak, doing the float, you get to go see, access, and try to catch some really, really big fish that just don't see a ton of human beings. They don't see a ton of baits, and it makes for a really, really good time. But right now we're hanging out. I got the Hobie loaded up. I'm taking the Hobie today. My buddy Anthony is on his way. He's going to be taking our little Old Town 10-foot right over here. And like I said, we're going to go float the river. We're going to see what we can get done. Zero expectations for today other than just to go out, have some fun, try to catch some big fish. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for taking some time out to come watch this video. I really do appreciate it. If you would for me too, hit that like button. Leave me a comment and share this video with somebody. It helps me with the algorithm, helps this channel to grow, helps this video to get out to more people. I just really, really appreciate it when you guys do that. But yeah, shut up. Let's get Anthony loaded up here when he finally shows up and get in the truck and head to the river.
Light as a feather.
Oh no, don't do that.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited.
Hell yeah. All right, boys and girls, well here we are. We've made it out on the river, waiting for my buddy Anthony to get out here, and we are gonna go have us a time. There is not much current today. I looked at the app this morning, TVA app, and there was supposed to be a lot more current than there is right now, but I think they're gonna turn the generators on here real soon. At least that's what I'm hoping, which will help us out. You know, the more current the better. You guys know how smallmouth are. They love current. Anything that can position those fish, they're going to use it to position. But it's beautiful out here today. The cicadas are ringing in the background. There's a bunch of bait fish swimming around, a bunch of really good looking stuff, and so we're just gonna go have fun. There he is. Man, I don't know what this is. I think it's a drum. Yeah. That ain't a bass, because it ain't jumping. That's a freaking striper, bro. Yeah, it's a striper. That's wild. Well, guys, I have hooked something on a Ned rig that I never thought I would catch on a Ned rig, and that is a striper. And it's not a giant, but he's a good one, especially for a kayak in the river. Oh, come here, you. Dude, he is, I mean, tearing ass. Come here, dude. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. That's freaking awesome, dude. Look at that. That is freaking awesome. On the Ned rig, in the kayak. No, it's all right. That is just really freaking cool. I've never done that before. I've never caught a striper on a Ned rig. I've never caught a striper in a kayak. That is freaking awesome. Thanks for a good time, bud. See you. Cicadas are out in full force. That is for sure. They are freaking everywhere. You guys can probably see just the little ripples all throughout the water. You can hear the sound up in the trees. But these little cicadas are up here, and every predatory fish that lives in this river is up here with them, eating them. A lot of bluegills, a lot of smaller smallmouth, but then mixed in there you've got those bigger fish as well. I just seen a big pot of striper, and what my best guess is you know, the cicadas are attracting the smaller fish, like this little bass right here. I don't know if you can see him. He's cruising right up through there, and they're eating the cicadas that you can probably see flopping around in the water right there. And then those bigger bass, they come up and they eat the smaller bass, the smaller bait fish, the bluegills, and everything else that's up here eating these cicadas and partaking in this whole cicada hatch. But pretty crazy. Having us a good time though. I'm gonna shut up and get the swim bait back in my hand because I want to try to catch a big one. They're thick down here, like thick.
I don't understand it, man.
I don't either. I mean, unless they're coming out near the water first, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that's weird. And what's weird is you move around
There he is.
the hill and they
There he is.
one foot.
Golly. That's a freaking giant smallmouth. Let me go off the phone.
All right, bud.
Giant smallmouth, dude. Freaking giant. Quit jumping. Don't you jump. Dude, this is a freaking tank. Swim bait. I mean a freaking tank. Oh my word. What a freaking fish. Golly. Whew. I mean, hot damn, son. I mean, freaking fatty. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. How does 3 pounds, 4 ounces sound? What? Freaking 18 and a half, 3 pounds, 4 ounces. Beautiful freaking fish. All right, baby. 18 and a half inch, 3.5 pound, nothing but brown.
All you was doing is
beautiful.
pick it up.
Get out of here, baby. Thank you for a good time. Just got right in behind that rock. All right, boys and girls, that's what I'm talking about. So I got Anthony over here to my right, and I'm pedaling us back up here. We're gonna fish back through that stretch because we missed a lot of stuff there by jacking around. I saw some stripers, like actual big stripers, like what we call rockfish swimming. So I was kind of jacking around with those things, not really paying attention. And that big girl ate, and then Anthony was actually picking out a backlash and hooked another big one. So potential for quite a few big fish right through here. So we're gonna go fish back through. Exactly what I started with this morning, that little Berkeley swim bait, a little 4.3, little 4-aught hook. And this is a 7-foot medium heavy fast action Veritas PLX combo that I'm fishing this thing on. So digging it so far. Great little swim bait rod and reel setup right there. Just kind of good little general purpose, but it's handling that little swim bait perfectly. And they are, I say, munching, son. Munching that little swim bait. He's a freaking giant. He's so big. I don't even know what to do with him. Anthony, help, I can't control him. What are you doing, huh? What are you doing up here, Thickness? Get out of here, bud. Got him. Yep. He ain't a giant, but he's a decent. There we go. Heck yeah. Just gotta keep the old swim bait in your hands. Yep. He ain't a giant, but he's a good one. Yeah. Little dude. Took me for a freaking ride too. Thank you, sir. I'll tell you what, boys and girls, we're working for him today, but we're getting a bite here, there, and everywhere else in between. I mean, we got that one good one this morning, and then a couple freaking, I just got bit again, a couple smaller ones, but we're putting it together today. My go-to has been this little dealio right here. It's a little Berkeley swim bait, and yeah, I'm digging it. I mean, it seems that the bigger fish, I don't know, it's like a river deal for me. If you've noticed, all the river floats I've ever done, all my bigger than average fish have come on that belly weighted swim bait. And it's one of those things that, like, you know, you're not gonna get a ton of bites like you would with a Ned rig or something else, but usually the bites that you get are those better than average ones. So I'm probably gonna keep this thing locked in my hand. Let me tell you the exact name real quick. Got it right here in my bag. I keep talking about it. I'm not giving you the exact name. It is the Berkeley Power Bait Power Swimmer in a color. I'm not sure the color. It's that color. What's the color? I have no idea where the color's at, but that's it. So there you go. Really, really good little swim bait from what I can tell so far. It's a 4.3 inch size, which is also cool. But yeah, so there's number 3, number 4, number something. It's a number. I caught a few other ones on the Ned rig, just kind of planking around and stuff. But yeah, I'm still looking for old Hoss Mama. I want another 18 and a half, 19 inch, almost 4 pound fish. So that's what we are searching for. I feel like a professional. Oh, that's funny. Rock bass. That's funny. Well, there's species number 3 for today. A little bitty. Come here, you. Rock bass. Come here. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. But anyway, there you go. Rock bass. Smallmouth. Heck yeah. Bingo. That's freaking fun. Thank you, buddy. GoPro, stop recording. Well, guys, this is kind of obvious why these fish are here. They are in this current. They love current. The river fish. It's what they thrive on. It's what they live on. Their entire existence revolves around this current existing. And so that is what these fish are orienting to. They're orienting to this current that is dropping off this shoal right here and running into this bank. And that's why these fish are sitting here. That's why they're eating. So it's pretty awesome, you know, just to see the whole kind of ecosystem that's built around some moving water. You know, a lot of people, they look past moving water, but for me, you know, you guys know this, we've talked about it on this channel before, current is king. And that's all this little shoal right here is creating, is a bunch of current. You know, this is natural current, and it's the kind of stuff that bass and red eyes and everything else want to live in. Now the key is just to weed through a bunch of these small ones and find us old big sitting up here. Welcome back to the beer barn, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the abrupt ending to the river float. Ended up getting real hot, not myself, but the outside temperature towards the end of that float in those afternoon kind of times, and my external battery pack for my GoPro actually overheated and would not turn my GoPro back on. And so I ended up not shooting an outro on the water for a couple reasons. Obviously the GoPro battery overheating, not wanting to run my GoPro, but number two, they totally turned off the generators on the dam which flows water into that river, and so it turned what would normally be like a 4-hour float into like a 6-7 hour float. And so about the last 2 miles of the float, we just had to pedal and paddle it out, and so that's what we ended up doing, and just kind of wrapped everything up. By the time we got back to the boat ramp, got the kayaks loaded up, I thought, you know what, we'll talk to you guys here and now. And so we are here and now. Thought I'd talk about what I was throwing on to catch the fish that I did, and just kind of talk about the scenario that we were in. Obviously doing the river float, ton of fun. Had a ton of fun with my buddy Anthony. Always fun to get out on the river and do a river float. In the morning, it was a really good bite, and towards the end of the day is when it kind of started to suck again. Morning, because they had a generator going, so there was a lot of current. Not a lot, but I would say enough current to get those fish positioned and to get them eating. And then towards the afternoon, that bite started to really kind of wane off because they turned those generators off, and without current, those fish don't want to eat. That was the big key all day long, was finding moving water. And when you have river fish on a river float, they're so used to current and they're so used to moving water. That's what their entire life revolves around. And so when they turned those generators off, the bite just kind of died. But caught my fish doing two different things. Number one, the bigger fish that I caught them on the Power Swimmer. This is a 4.3 inch Berkley Power Swimmer with the Berkley Power Bait scent on there. I'm not sure what color I was throwing, to be honest with you. This is Tennessee shad. The color that I was throwing was kind of a green and silver. I'll make sure and link it down below. But then my buddy Anthony was throwing a Kitech and ended up switching over to this color, the Tennessee shad, and we both caught some pretty decent fish. But fishing that on a 4/0 owner beast hook is an 1/8 ounce owner beast hook on this little rod and reel combo right here. This is the 7-foot Veritas PLX by Abu Garcia with a Zeta V reel, 15-pound fluorocarbon. Obviously I got a swim jig on there right now, but really like this little setup. Great general purpose setup. It can do a little bit of everything. Texas rigs, jigs, swim baits, just anything in that kind of dragging or swimming kind of category. You could even throw a spinnerbait on this thing if you wanted to. Really digging this little combo for what it is. Now the Zeta V is actually exclusive to this combo, so the link that I'll have down below will go to a equivalent reel, but I will make sure and link this PLX, the Veritas, down below so you guys can check it out. And then all the rest of the fish that I caught came on the old Deadly Nedley, including that freaking striper. That was the craziest thing. I've never caught a striper on a Ned rig until now, which was pretty crazy. 7-foot medium fast action Veritas PLX, once again with the Zeta V reel on there, 20-pound braid to a 10-pound fluorocarbon leader, little 3/16 ounce Ned head, and I was pairing that up with a Strike King Ned Ocho in moon juice with just a tad of chartreuse on there, and those were the two combos that I caught all of my fish on. But really, really loving exploring the Abu Garcia lineup right now. Really getting used to these rods and reels, exploring what it's all about. I've got some more gear on the way that we will do a big unboxing around. Super excited to be a part of that team and kind of, you know, grow my knowledge of all those rods and reels. But had a great time on the river, like I said. We need to do it again sometime very soon. We just got to have some more river current. But I got some more kayak content coming up. Actually about to load the kayak up now. Get ready for a kayak trip tomorrow. I got a kayak tournament this weekend. Going to do some stuff on the boat. And then here in about a week and a half, we head to Michigan, which that will be some fun times. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Questions, comments, you know where to go to leave them. Also, go down in the description. I have everything linked that I talked about, so you guys can go check it out. Use those links if you decide to buy something. And as always, you guys are sweet. And thank you for watching.